Good morning and welcome to WriterGreg on twitch.tv. It looks like the audio is working. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. And today working on more morning marches, writing sprints as we prepare for NaNoWriMo. Today I am continuing my step 4, which is, step 6, which is my 4-page synopsis. And that's what I'll be working on today, trying to get into the details, specifically the hero's journey and the villain's journey, because the villain is just as important to your story as the hero, if not more so. So that's what I am going to be working on today, so let me know in the chat what you're going to be working on today. All right, so let's start off with the thought of the morning. James, thank you so much for hosting this morning. Let's switch over here. Okay. When thinking about characters, we need to have a good, well-balanced, and wide variety of characters. We need to make sure that they're not flat. And I do enjoy the alignment grid available or prevalent through tabletop role-playing games, and this one specifically from Dungeons and Dragons. I like how this allows you to add some depth to a character to make sure that you know how they would approach a situation. Now, The Princess Bride is a wonderful movie, and not all of the characters are represented here, but if you are able to identify what alignment your character has, then you would be able to know how they would react to a situation more organically, and to be able to have a more three-dimensional character as opposed to just a flat character that just doesn't do anything. So make sure that when you are developing your characters, especially for NaNoWriMo, get to know them, get to understand who they are so that you can be able to know how they would react and to put them into situations that would challenge them the most. If you put someone who is chaotic in a courtroom, that creates a lot more drama than if you put a lawful person in the courtroom. So there we go. That is the thought of the day. So I'm going to switch over to I'm already on my desktop. If you would like a copy of that meme, please feel free to join the Orchard Discord server and go to Memes Writing to find that meme. Plilawa, good morning. And yes, I am using the snowflake method from Randy Ingermanson, and I am on step 6. I am trying for NaNoWriMo 2020 to follow Ken. Yes, okay. Thank you for clarifying your name. I hope I do remember it. So, Ken, yes, I am following the snowflake method from them as closely as I can to see how well that process works for me. Because if it works well for me, I can continue it, but I may need to modify it. And I have done some slight modifications again. So, but still within, I think, the paradigm or the concept of the snowflake method. For example, my 4-page synopsis that is on the left side of the screen here is a bullet list, as opposed to a flowing paragraph narrative. And so that is, I think, a slight change, but still within the spirit of having the 4-page narrative. Let's see. Is it a long-winded type of method? I think it's very good for those who crave structure and don't know how to outline but want to build upon it. Um, I already know that there are some steps I'd probably skip for my next novel, but it's it is kind of hard to fit all of this in a month to be able to get it done before NaNoWriMo, because I'm on step 6 and I'm trying to get done before in the last 2 weeks before NaNoWriMo. So yeah, it is a little on the longer side, but I believe it will save me time overall because I will have to do less in the editing and reworking phase. And I would much rather do the work beforehand than after. So James is setting up article drafts in Google Docs. I'm sorry you didn't have a good night. That's not fun. Well, good morning, James. I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry you had a rough night. So the first alarm has already gone off. So let us get the sprint countdown started. And there we go. All right. So let's turn up the music. We'll turn off the microphone, and I will see you in 10. All right, that is the end of the first sprint of the morning. How did everybody do? Looks like we had a great conversation in the chat about gates and barriers and things like that. The markets have, oh, for the markets so that emergency services can get through the markets. Okay, zone 4, your marketplace. Good job. All right. Just working through here. Now, one of the things that I have with my combined structure that I'm following and filling in the blanks here is that there are some things that can overlap. Because if you look here at the top, the 3x structure has a beginning, the plot dot has ordinary world, and hero's journey has the ordinary world. And because those three things are practically identical, I've combined them into one so I don't have to have 3 different introductions of the world, but they all can be satisfied by one. And so that's what I'm focusing on is there anything that can be combined or expanded upon? And just trying to figure this all out. Also trying to avoid too much detail, because that will come later in the scene list, which I think is step 8 of, I'm not sure. But yeah, that is the work that I am doing on. So here I am in my part 4 of the narrative. I have the beginning of the book really well fleshed out. It's the later part, so I really do need to focus more on that. Is that your own document there? Yes. This is, see here on the right is me editing it, but it's editing in a code, and this is my own template as well that I can, not that, let me show you. So here is the spreadsheet. Here are all of the different plots that I wanted to integrate. Then here they are broken out into acts and trying to figure out how that they work. And then here they are all combined together in one long list of 109 rows. And then I have the BB code here so that I can then copy it and paste it here and then fill it out. And so yeah, that's what I'm you could call it my own creation, but I think it would be more accurate to say my own amalgamation, because I'm just taking the plot structures that I've found over other time. Yes, I'm not using Scrivener, I'm using World Anvil for all of my plot planning needs. I'm using World Anvil. All right, so there is the alarm. Let's start up another sprint. Yep, Ken, that's the attitude I like. Make sure you save your work. Make sure you check your word count or whatever you need to do. So let's turn up the music. Let's turn off the microphone. That's a little on the loud side. And let's go. See you in 10. right, there we go. Tillers, welcome. Yes, and thank you for the contribution to the 1 million lemon challenge. James as well. Tillers, you've used up all your lemons. Don't worry, there's more where those came from if you watch the stream. So feel free to lurk or whatever you'd like, but thank you so much for coming by. Kit, good morning, and how's Florida treating you today? Hope everything is going well. Let's see it. What time is it? 5, 6, or 7:30? Yep. Hoping everything's going well. Yeah. And so how'd everyone do in that sprint? Let me know how many words were written, how many lines were written, if done by hand, or projects going through. Putting kids into e-learning in 10 minutes. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's still way too early here to wake up the kids, which is fine. All right. Yeah, so I'm working on more of the Act 1, Part 4. They're not chapters yet. I haven't broken them up into chapters. Though I have the thing of the meeting with the mentor. I'm not sure if I'm going to need to change the mentor or keep it, because if I change the mentor, then a different person may have to die. I don't know. I could change that. Move that up a little bit higher and combine those two plot points together. The never-ending variety that is available with writing a novel, and trying to wedge in things with the different novels and these different point of views, that is just I do like it. I like the restriction, because I find personally the restriction on my creativity makes it grow more. Because if I'm just, hey, do whatever you want, I can't, what do I want to do? I don't know what I want to do. If I can do anything I want, I don't know what I can do. But if I'm saying you need to do this, okay, I can figure out how to do that. And so here, meeting with the mentor, overcoming fear. Please, Ken, does anyone here write twice a day? I used to do streams twice a day, but that was just wearing me out. I do my writing here in the morning. I do also do other creative stuff in the evening as time allows before heading to bed. Hansa, good afternoon. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by to say hello. I do appreciate that. Glad to have you here. We'll be starting a sprint if you can stay for 10 minutes. We'll be starting a sprint pretty soon. Yeah, mostly in the mornings and evenings I'm trying to reach my 1,500 words a day. Yeah. And see, that's a good goal. And whatever the goal number is, if personally I set time aside that I dedicate to writing as opposed to a word count, I will get more into the word count for NaNoWriMo in November. All right. Oh, okay. No worries. You have to go cook. Enjoy the cooking. I hope it's delicious. And I think we'll do well with the sprints, which we will start right now. All right, let's go. Okay, there we are. Turn up the music, turn on the microphone. I will see you in 10. right, that sprint is over. How is everybody doing? Feel free to report your word count or progress in the chat. I moved my hero's journey, meeting the mentor and overcoming fear, to earlier in the story to try to make it just adding figures and formulas in a sheet. Cool. Fake sprint. That was no 10 minutes. Oh, yeah. Oh, Kit, you're working on graphics for your site. Good. You just, I know, 10 minutes is kind of fast. I admit it. It is kind of fast, but it allows people to jump in more often. With the chaotic nature of people joining and leaving a Twitch stream, 10 minutes is long enough to get something done, but short enough to allow people to jump in who may have joined the sprint at an inopportune time. Joined the stream at an inopportune time. But yeah, you're right. It is pretty short. But we were talking yesterday in the stream that there were some who thought 10 minutes was too short, and it would be possible that you could start a sprint, skip the break, and do another sprint, and so you would have a 25-minute sprint and then still take the 5-minute break. And so you would, so instead of 10-5, 10-5, you could do 25-5, and then that would be a much longer break. You could be in the creative flow. You could ignore us during that 5-minute break. But yeah, that could work as well. Kit, work is going to be too stressful in November to do a real NaNoWriMo, so I'm just going to fill in stubs to avoid the stress of actual projects. That works. I'm sorry that November is going to be stressful at work, but stress at work is better than no stress at no work, you know, unfortunately. So, yeah. But you could do a Rebel Nano, and a Rebel Nano is, oh, Black Friday. Oh, I don't know if you're in retail or a website. Yeah, Black Friday. Online retail. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had a friend who is a computer programmer for a online retail, and yeah. Ken says, seems okay to me. I've never done 10-minute sprints, but like you said, get things done. Yep, we're here to get things done. Yeah. The interesting with my friend, he was a computer programmer for an online retail, and Black Friday was actually easy for them because they didn't want to have a code rollout in the middle of Black Friday or the holiday season because they were afraid to break the website. So it was actually the opposite for him to try to make sure that they didn't break a website. But that's, you know, the life of a coder. But that's okay. You know you, and you do what you can. All right, so there we go. I work on the home page and the different stores, so it's all coming live for us shortly. Ah, yeah. My daughter's trying to put together an Etsy store right now. I have no idea about Etsy. All right, let us start the next sprint. There we go. And turn the music up. turn the microphone off, and I will see you in 10. And there we go. The fourth sprint of the morning has been completed. 1 hour done. Down 1 hour to go. How's everybody doing with their sprints? I really think I nailed something that was missing here with my meeting with the mentor and overcoming fear. Ken, programming web talk earlier. Greg, are you a programmer? I am a, yes, I was. Currently, hey, raid, Siobhan with the raid with 9 viewers. Thank you so much. Siobhan, Dinosaur Bob, stay true. But yeah, Chrysalia, E-Songbird, welcome, welcome. And you made it in between the sprints. Good job, Siobhan. Yes, I am a technical project manager that oversees certification and development of computer technology systems. So I used to program I used to develop websites in PHP, not very well, but currently I can develop in Python. So Python is my current language of choice, but I don't do a lot as I am a project manager that works with developers in developing systems that test other systems. I could go more into my day job, but yeah. So, let's see. We have Siobhan, Dinosaur Bob, Chrysalia, East Songbird. Yes, Tillers, we got a lot of people coming. Ken, 250 words. Hey, that is still good work. Stream Tours, stay true. Yeah, I do like Python. And I was thinking of that Google sheet I was showing earlier. I was thinking of turning it I was thinking of turning it into a Python script that would auto-generate all of the BB code that I could use in the template in my 4-page analysis based on different parameters. But I found that the Google Sheet was sufficient to generate the BB code, and I didn't want to get sidetracked too much into developing the Python generator I didn't want it to distract me away from my objective to getting all of this code stuff done. But yeah, I am very comfortable editing HTML, BB code, and all that stuff. I started off with XSLT, so XML transformations. Hey, Author Goddess. Yes, well, the funny thing is that the Python programming language was actually named after Monty Python because the author of the Python programming language was a huge fan of Monty Python. So yes, Monty Python and Python programming are very closely tied together. So yeah, I'm being repressed. Giving out swords from a lady in a lake is no way to form a representative government. Alright, there is the sprint. I'm a Minecrafter, Ken, but I don't play a lot of games because I've chosen the game of my choice is to be writing and Twitch streaming. But my son desperately wants to stream Minecraft together, which I fully support if we could figure that out. All right, let's get this sprint on the road. We got us all here now. Let's turn up the music. let's turn off the microphone. Throw your favorite computer games or other games in the chat and keep that conversation going. And I will talk to you in 10. there is the end of the sprint. Welcome so much, Raiders. We have the Lady Writes with a party of 7. Thank you so much for coming. We had Coffee Quills, Maxite coming. Hey, there's no such thing as a mini raid. All raids are welcomed. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, it is Coffee Quills. It is kind of busy in here. I'm so happy to have everyone here, and it is so fun to see everyone. Let's see. Oh, Sarukas, thank you so much for the follow. I do appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate, yeah, so much. And the Lady Writes with 15 bits. Glad to have, thank you so much. I'm sure every raid and bit donation shortens the sprint by 2 minutes. No, you see the timer, it counts down. Coffee, I'm doing well. And everything is going back to normal, and at my house we're all going to school and work and stuff like that, so things are working really well. So I miss joining your streams at 10 o'clock at night, but I've already been asleep for like an hour before you even start streaming. So it's so good to have so many people here this morning. Oh, yes, I haven't checked we are at 77.1% of the way to the 1 million lemon challenge. And thank you, Coffee, for that sprint. Oh, things are good, working on NaNoWriMo. Just realized I hadn't followed. Well, Sarukas, thank you. You are follower number 175. So that is an awesome number for you to have. Again, Author Goddess, thank you for the 1 million lemon challenge donation. I want to show you something. It's a preview of something I'm working on. If I can, yeah, there we go. I am working on drawing and recreating the bits as vectors for a graphic project that I am working on. So you can see here, the outer circle is the recreation of the circle of the SVG of the emote, and so I'm working right here on the red one. That's as far as I got last night. So there is a secret project that I'm working on in the evenings that hopefully I'll be able to announce sooner than later. I'm really excited about that. So let me just close that. That's enough of a tease, I hope. Yeah, I hope everything's going, yeah, Coffee Quills, I hope everything's going well. Let's close that. All right. Okay, so there is the alarm. So let us start off sprint number 6. All right, there's the sprint starting. And we'll turn. All right, well, thanks for the update, Coffee. Hey, family first. Family first. And well, I'll see you on 10. All right. That sprint is over. We're at the bottom of the hour. Hoping everyone is going well. Looking like there is a lot of chat going on. Oh, Songbird, you are writing in chat. That works. Author Goddess, no worries. Sometimes it's nice to build community a little bit. And yeah, anytime there's a countdown going down here, 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, yeah, you should be writing. Author Goddess, 200 words. Well done. Yes, self-care for authors for the win. Definitely. Hey, Coffee Quills, you had 367. That's good. Good job. I mean, yeah. What is that icon? Cheer. Oh, okay. Cool. I got the kids awake. One is not sure about that, though. Yeah. This is why I do my streaming before the kids wake up. I would not say slow. 200 is slow. That is 200 and 210 minutes is not slow, personally. Oh, thank you so much for the bits, Coffee Quills. Really appreciate that. Yeah, Siobhan, no worries about sitting in chat. You just finished your stream and, you know, the brain being on. As much as I like to raid other writers at the end of my stream, it's really hard to jump straight into more writing sprints immediately after this stream. Besides, got to get the kids ready for school and all that stuff. Yeah, words are definitely words. Yeah, that is good. What are these lemons? The lemons are the channel points. If you look underneath your chat, you will see that there's a little yellow oval, and the longer you watch, the little bits of Greg, you. You can earn channel points, and every streamer has different channel points. I've used lemons because my last name is Lemon, and yeah, that's my actual name is a fruit, and I love it. And so the longer you watch, the more lemons you receive, and you can exchange those lemon channel points for different things. I don't know where your brain went, Greg. I was thinking little people that look like you running about. Ah, yes, okay. I was thinking like little bits of lemon, like chopping off my hand would be a little bit of lemon. Yes, I went dark. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of lemons running around this house. Yeah, I have 5 kids, 5 little lemons running around here, and 3 rabbits and a dog. So yeah, and so just to continue the conversation, Ken, if we collect 1 million lemons, then I will do a 24-hour writing stream on November 30th to celebrate the end of NaNoWriMo. And the pictures that I was showing earlier about me redrawing bits into is part of the let's see, they're part of the secret project I'm working for the 24-hour stream. Oh, Zarant redeemed a sprint takeover. Okay. All right, Zorant. what would you like to talk about? Please put in the chat the question that you would like to discuss, or article, or whatever you'd like to take. We will do you want this sprint or the next sprint? Oh, okay. So what a sprint takeover is, that a sprint takeover means instead of me writing for 10 minutes, I will talk with you for 10 minutes on nearly any writing topic that you would like to talk about. Whether we could talk about a plot point, a character development. I could read a thing of pigs. Yes, we can talk about pigs. And Siobhan, we sorry that was blocked, but we do keep it clean. I am a clean fiction writer. I try to keep this stream family friendly, so nothing too evocative. Let's keep it PG. So, oh, okay, you weren't sure what that was. Okay, no worries. Unfortunately, I can't give lemons back. No, the F word is not PG, James. Oh, okay, well, in that case, setting development, whether places or world. Okay, that is a great thing. So I can pontificate on that for about 10 minutes. Let's see, let me start the chat. Okay, start. Okay, so for the next 10 minutes, feel free to write, or we will talk about setting development. And we'll leave the music down. Okay. Hey, Slashkey. Okay, so for this sprint, let's talk about setting. Anyone who has you can give back that? How do you do that? Okay, but let's talk about it. The setting development. Setting is as much of a character in your story as any of your characters. We don't want to have our stories in a black box. And one of the things is important is good world building. So yes, this is the great place to talk about world building, because most of us people here are members of the Anvilite Streamer Corps, fans of the World Anvil the website, where we can talk about the different things about writing. And it is important to know where you're going to set your book and to make it real. But you don't, and you need to, and a lot of it determines on the tropes that you're going to be using in your story. So think about, Zorant, what kind of story are you writing? Because that would really help. Sci-fi. Okay, all right, so hard sci-fi, soft sci-fi, space opera. Are you on a ship? Are you on a planet? What are some of the dangers? Yeah, space opera, dystopia. Oh, a generation ship. Yep. Do you have faster than light travel? It will center around a ship and its fleet. Okay, good. I'm thinking of vibes like Battlestar Galactica right now, but that may not be your case. So think about, okay, what are the problems? Star Trek. What are the problems that you want your characters to face? Because when you think of conflict drives the story, and you can have as much conflict come from the environment as you do. Think about the games that we play in video games. In other words, we have player versus player, or we have player versus environment. And the struggles that our characters have can be as much from the environment. Now, in a sci-fi with space exploration, what are some of the conflicts that you can derive from your setting? You could have lack of resources. You could have lack of resources, air. Is anyone familiar with the meteor showers, stuff like that? Stargate Universe. Has anyone watched Stargate Universe? It was the last of the story, that last of the Stargate franchise. Yes, it was a long time ago. I never watched any of the other Stargate shows, except I watched the movie with James Spader, and then I jumped into Stargate Universe when it came out. Yeah, and the first show was called Air, because they needed to breathe on this ship. Second episode, Water. They needed to figure out how to get clean water. And yeah, I missed a lot of Stargate. Yeah. But you think about it, with the setting of the ship eventually called Destiny, that became a character in and of itself. And the people struggled against Destiny, eventually became able to become masters of their setting and be able to grow as characters, and the story was able to develop. So that is, I think, really important. And then they went from planet to planet to planet, gathering resources. They had the gates that could dial in, dial out. They had the jumping to light speed, all of that stuff. And so I guess what I'm talking about is more of the conflict derived from the setting. You can talk about, describing, how do you describe a setting? So maybe, Zorant, maybe that's a question for you. When you say talking about setting, are you talking about picking your settings, or the high level setting ideas, or are we talking more about the minute, how to craft your settings within your story? Yeah, how humans communicate with plant-based species, what species that talk telepathically. Okay, a galactic language, a common. Okay, that works. The faster its lack will kill you, but more important, the resources and the tension you create in your story. Yeah. A pigeon trading language. Yeah, that works. Oh, hibernation stasis. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, that's a good question. I was thinking more along the lines of locations. Okay. So, determining what settings, if you're in a spaceship and you're traveling, kind of like a la Star Trek, where you are going to different places, or Stargate, where you're gating to another planet, just stuff like that. Or, okay, the TARDIS. What do you want your characters to learn? Okay. What kind of development do you want your characters to grow through? The kind of struggle that they have is how they will grow. If you want them to learn about the importance of communication, send them to a place where they don't know the galactic language. If you want them to struggle and develop Resource management. Don't let them go to a planet, or they're stuck without a planet for a long time. Okay, yeah, I'm not following chat very good. Oh yeah. Medically induced comas is a form of stasis hibernation, but it, I mean, that works, I guess. You can drug a person, but it wouldn't work for a generational ship. Yeah, if you do a medically induced coma, you still age. You can't like be frozen for 100 years or 200 years until you arrive at your planet. My idea was to center on a ship and its crew that turns out to be mercenaries pretending to be good. How do you pretend to be good? You either do good things or you do bad things. I'm very much in the philosophy of good. Your good isn't what you think about. Good is what you do. So Firefly. Okay, we have Firefly. We have the ship Serenity that is going along, and they can do good things, but they're mercenaries, they're cattle rustlers, they're outtillers, no politics. Yeah, you can do good things for selfish reasons, though. Because, yeah, they could be mercs and they could be morally gray, but going back to our thought that we had earlier, why are we stuck at 8 minutes? Did that crash? Oh, wow. I don't know how long we've been going. The timer stopped. Right. So I don't know what happened to the timer. I may have accidentally yeah, time has stopped. Oh well. Hey Enrico, welcome. Mini black hole passing through. Yee, that's scary. So hopefully those ideas, Zorant, helpful. We need to make sure that okay, they are. Thank you. Good. Yeah, I do end at 9 a.m. Eastern, or a little bit thereafter. You could set fire to a school and call the fire brigade. Is that what you mean? Yeah, that. But see, the act of setting fire to the school is an evil act. So you were not acting good. I'm not mute. I need to run. Okay, Lady Writes, have a great one. Okay, all right. So there is the alarm for the final sprint. So I did mess up with the thing there. Yeah, good is what you do, not what you think you are. If you set fire to a building to then call the fire department, that is still doing evil. If you are not good is not what's seen by, well, yeah, people, good is what you do. I don't know how else to do it. You know, it's like being a writer. If you're a writer who never writes, are you really a writer? And what is good? Well, good is dependent on your core belief system that you have. Villains have messed up core belief systems and they believe they are doing good. And so a villain is a hero in their own story. And you need to have law to determine what is good and what is evil. We consider, good can be subjective based on the moral code of the characters that you have in your story. And so doing good acts to forward a larger evil plot. That is a very interesting story that you could write. Or you have a villain, you have a Voldemort type character, a Darth or Emperor Palpatine, who is sending out people to do good things, but it forwards their Star Wars Phantom Menace. Freeing the people of Naboo was a good thing. However, it led to Senator Palpatine to becoming Emperor Palpatine, which was an eventual evil. So doing good by one character can be seen as doing bad by other characters. Yep, that's called politics. Yeah. While I don't want to get into the politics of the current situation now, some people believe some politics are good. Some people believe that some politics are bad. And I don't want to get into the conversation about which policies. I want to be as neutral as I can, even though I have very strong beliefs in the situation. That's not why you guys come here. You do not come here to hear me rant politically, so I won't. We all agree in this society that setting fire to a school and endangering children is bad. I hope we all agree with that. Have a great night. Sleep well, Siobhan. Okay, setting a fire to a school to flush out a terrorist. Okay, excellent counterexample as well. If you were a police department and there were terrorists that were hiding in a building and you set the building on fire, which is probably not the most effective thing, Dr. Evil's School of Mad Scientists. Yeah. Has anyone watched the new Carmen Sandiego on Netflix? I really like it. They have Vile. Vile is the school for the bad guys. And if you destroy Vile, are you really good? Okay, you're still on season 1. I really like the new Carmen Sandiego. Okay, Zorant redeemed a save check. Let me just disable that. I will click the save button. Everyone, make sure you save. We're just forgetting the last sprint of this day. We're talking. So hopefully, save. And see, that's the interesting thing, that's the ethics that you need to set up in your story. And it can be painted by your personal worldview, or it can be an exploration of an alternate worldview that you may want to have for your characters. Just because you, like Dexter, I've never watched Dexter. But you didn't break me, you just got me on a rant. Dexter is about a serial killer who I believe is a serial killer who uses but saves works for the police department. So you do not have to believe that being a serial killer is good to write a good story about being a serial killer. I don't know if that makes sense. Right, okay, author goddess. Dexter murders murderers. Okay? Is murder wrong? Yes, murder is wrong. But he is killing people that kill other people. So this is where we get into the anti-hero. We have Dexter. We have the Punisher from the Marvel Universe. I wonder how many people he saves versus how many people he kills. Aaron, you said no. Plays with the gray stuff. It's delicious. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, anti-heroes aren't that? Okay. Okay, how would you define an anti-hero? Because I thought Punisher and Dexter would be good zeros, good examples of anti-heroes. Anti-heroes are normal people stuck in the situation of a hero. I'm not sure I follow that. Who have flaws and less than noble qualities? Huh. Okay, Captain Jack, but I wouldn't say that Captain Jack's. Now, I've only seen the first Pirates of the Caribbean. Captain Jack Sparrow, I wouldn't say he's an anti-hero. Bye, Ken. Plilawa, thank you so much for coming by. Deadpool doesn't want to be the hero. He's stuck with it. Okay, that's a good point. Anti-villains are antagonists who do good. Well, yeah, protagonist and antagonist has nothing to do with being a hero or not being a hero. Anti-heroes are more morally gray characters who we're still encouraged to root for, but a villain protagonist is a bad guy who happens to be the main character of this story. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say Han Solo is a anti-hero. He's a rogue. Okay, a central character in a story, movie, or drama who lacks the conventional heroic attributes. I would say that. But I would still say the Punisher and Dexter are still anti-heroes. They do bad things. But they're still the central character. Okay. Stan Lee's Lucky Man. I'm not familiar with that. Oh, Dexter is a vigilante. Okay, there you get into the vigilante. Dexter, yes. Punisher, no. Okay. Wow. Are we arguing too much? Are we okay? The semantics that we're discussing here, Punisher is a villain, is the semantics of labeling characters different things helpful in the creation of the fiction that we write? There's a lot of debate around specific characters. Yeah, you could. I mean, is Punisher a villain, a hero, anti-hero? Yeah, I think I'm agreeing with you, Author Goddess. The definitions tend to be more amorphous. Okay. I'll take that. It's good to know what tropes to avoid or what tropes to embrace. Ah, very good. Yeah. If you know your tropes, you can willfully either embrace them or reject them. That's a good point. Well, it is the top of the hour. It is a little bit after 7 o'clock. If you describe your characters as an anti-hero, there's no anti-hero in the book, readers might be disappointed. Oh, yeah. This wonderful thing about writing. James, I'm glad you enjoyed lunch. I'm going to go enjoy some breakfast. So thank you so much for everyone who joined me this morning in the writing sprints and the last half hour of the fun discussions. Thank you so much. It was very enjoyable. Coffee Quills, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. It's great to see you in the stream as you finish your day and as I start mine. Yes, it's 7 o'clock. I streamed for 2 hours and I need to get ready for my day job. And sadly, yeah, I need to move over. But do not worry, do not fret. I will be back in 22 hours where we will continue with more morning marches and writing sprints as we get ready for NaNoWriMo. Yes, Coffee Quills, it is late in Japan. That is for sure. So we need to let people go to sleep, let people get started on the day. So let us thank you to Kit, Macaro, and Walking Dead Lover for the contributions to the 1 million lemon challenge. We are 78.0%. Let us start. Okay, I need to let's start the spreadsheet. We can talk sheep with Delian. Let me go in here. Let's see, we are at 780,261. Oh, hey, all right. We have, congratulations, we have now unlocked 2 more slots. So our challenge, our 24-hour monster stream on November 30th will now start at 5:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And we are almost at 5:15. So congratulations, we are edging with every lemon contribution. Yes, I am doing it by slots now. Yeah, so every let me go back to the my window. So here is a spreadsheet that I've been handling, and what I have is let me just shrink it a little bit. Okay, so I type in the current lemons that we have. So okay, Enrico just donated. So Enrico, okay, we're 780, or still, okay, 780, 923. Okay, so, and so at 78.1, we will now, we will start at 5:15 a.m. and up to 1 million lemons, we will start at 12 o'clock a.m. Mountain Time. So, okay, so Dinosaur Bob. All right, Dinosaur Bob came in with the 782,165. All right, so with Dinosaur Bob's contribution that we just had, we will now be starting at 5:15 in the morning. So roughly every 10,417 lemons that are donated, we will start 15 minutes earlier up to 12 o'clock in the morning. That way we guarantee that we all have a stream, but we will just make it more and more and longer and longer. Yes, thank you, Dinosaur Bob, for the contribution. All right, but seriously, we need to find somebody to raid and get ready for the day. Ashes is up. And yep, we did raid Ash yesterday, and I'd like to. So if you would like to go visit Ashes of Authority, they are available. If you'd like to go visit Ashes of Authority and echo. All right, we have Delian, who is working on trees. So we have two that are up. So if you would like, okay, so if you would like to go to visit Delian and watch the art stream, there is the link for Delian. If you would like to go and continue writing with Ashes of Authority, you can visit that link there. I think we will, since this is more writing, I do like to support Delian, but feel free to visit either of those streams. We are going, let's raid Ashes of Authority because he will be continuing the writing theme. But if you want to watch art, we can do that as well. So, thank you so much, everybody. You can already hear Ash's music going. So let us get started with Ash. And goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much and have a great day. Thanks.